Welcome to tonight's severe weather briefing forecast video. I was doing one before this one, but I guess my microphone was way down or wasn't working or something. So I'm gonna go over this quickly again. So, yeah, open it up twice. Alright, so earlier we were in a marginal risk for today that has been removed. Expect some showers and thunderstorms tonight to move through. Continue to exit the state, some coming in the morning. And then tomorrow, we're going to be watching this setup here. There's going to be, so we have a slight risk, level 2 of 5. So it's not a very high risk, but it is a risk. So we will be covering it. And then around it, we have a marginal risk, and pretty much the whole state of Michigan is in the marginal risk for severe weather. And with that, we have a tornado, wind, and hail threat. Now, the tornado threat is so far up north, but I expect that to maybe drop south in tonight's update or tomorrow morning's update. We do have that wind threat for 65 plus mile an hour winds. We will be watching that because I think that could increase tomorrow if conditions are favorable for that. And then there's no hail threat yet, but I think that could also increase tomorrow based on latest trends. So, as you can see, most of the state of Michigan is in a marginal risk for severe weather. I still feel that it's important to tell you to stay weather aware, even if you're in a marginal risk. Areas that were not in a marginal risk earlier this week received some tornado warnings and some pretty nasty storm damage. So always take any risk seriously, even if it is in the lowest category of risk. Now, I will say that looking at some of the data and some of the areas, I do think an upgrade to slight risk will be likely tomorrow morning. I will be doing an update briefing if that ends up happening, and we'll be scheduling to do live coverage if the severe weather threat I notice increase. Right now, models are kind of bad at handling it, but the ingredients are there for severe weather. Primary threats are going to be wind, and the second threat is going to be tornadoes. Just some brief tornadoes. I'm not expecting any strong like EF4, EF5 type tornadoes. Just like you brief tornadoes, you know. So definitely gonna be watching out for that. Now, based on model data, which I will show here in a second, I think that in Michigan the best areas we're gonna have to look for is like right within the western side of Michigan here. The reason why I'm saying that is because the line has to cross over, but the line is forecasted to be weakening as it does cross over the lake. Best chance for severe weather and wind damage is going to be on the west side of the state right before it completely dies off. There's a possibility that the lake kills it completely, but right now that is one scenario, and that is the least likely scenario. What I think is going to happen is that instability is going to be increasing tomorrow substantially, and I think that we're going to be dealing with a higher threat than what we're looking at on the models today, and I will show you why here in a second, as we do have the ingredients to produce severe weather. Alright, so marginal risk for tomorrow. Another day we're going to be watching is Tuesday. Tuesday's still uncertain, but it's looking like one of the bigger severe weather events for this year. The setup and just the amount of instability that could be flowing into the state is obsessive. So significant severe weather could be possible on Tuesday. We will be keeping an eye on that as needed. Doing a discussion type up here in a little bit after this video is edited and posted. So we're gonna go ahead and go over the models real quick. So right here we have the HRRR. Now this is the latest one that is coming in now. As you can see over here, we have showers and thunderstorms. Some are severe large hail, some damaging winds, maybe even a tornado threat overnight in Wisconsin. That is going to push its way into the upper peninsula and the upper Michigan here as showers and thunderstorms. I don't think that these will not possibly be severe, but it is possible a few of them produce some gusty winds. And this rain threat could lower the severe risk for the northern part of the state here. If you live in the southern area down here, I do think that if instability builds and we don't have much clouds, I do think that southern Michigan may have the best chance for severe weather. Now they are showing that northern Michigan may have the better shear. So if these storms do not take the instability and let it build here, then northern Michigan, not northern lower Michigan will have the better chance for wind damage storms. But I do think that at least the whole west side is definitely going to be watching out. And maybe even the whole state will have to watch out for severe weather as the marginal risk covers everything. And we just got another run. So yeah, some heavy rain showers in the upper peninsula and lower upper peninsula. We will be keeping an eye on that as that moves through. What we're going to be watching here is a line of storms that comes in behind. So as you can see there's our line of storms right here. This is where our line of storms is. It's going to continue to move east. As it does extend pretty far. Now when it reaches the lake, right now the model show it weakening, but you can see where I highlighted earlier here. Oh, what is that? I don't know what I did there. It's not a good drawing. Decide. That's me. So definitely here. So on the west side is where we're gonna be watching as these storms move in, and where I think that they could be strong to severe. And when they move east, and they continue to march east, they will be losing steam, just turn into some scattered showers, some scattered thunderstorms. Then there may be another round behind it of some scattered showers and thunderstorms. But I think here is where we're going to be having our severe weather threat tomorrow. And I think that this, model datas are kind of hard at kind of figuring out the intensity until tomorrow when we get actual sounding data of what the environment's going to be like tomorrow. Then it will add that into this model and I'll get much more accurate information. But we've had a pretty decent signal for pretty much a week now that this would create severe weather. And normally these type of setups, when you have a heat wave and then you have a cold front, a strong cold front that's going to crash into some very hot, humid air, you typically likely get severe weather on effect. Again, the rain tomorrow morning, depending on where that sets up and how long it's here and how many clouds, that doesn't allow the sun to come out tomorrow, will depend on high or low severe weather threat. But I think tomorrow's going to have a decent chance as the ingredients are there. And we'll look at some of the ingredients real quick. So the temperature, when this line of storm comes through, before this line of storm comes through, it's going to be 90s in southern Michigan. So plenty of warm air. You got 70s, upper 70s, and the upper lower peninsula. Which you can see when this line of storms come through, it's going to cool down behind it. Pretty nice cool down. Probably drop into the lower 70s, maybe even 60s at night. This model is still a little aggressive with the temperatures. I think that they're going to be lower than that. If we look at wind gust here, let's see that line of storms right there. And this is where, you see it come over the lake there. You can see the gusty winds here. So honestly, right now, it's looking like here, according to this latest model data, this is where the severe weather looks to be most likely. I think that areas that I just circled there could be upgraded to a slight risk tomorrow. We'll have plenty of moisture too. Yeah, we'll have plenty of moisture. I think looking it looks like the moisture is going to increase up north. Definitely be more moisture up here than there is down here. I think that may. That looks like instability. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Plenty of energy around and rotation. So yeah, we'll definitely be watching tomorrow. We'll go ahead and look at a different model real quick. Sun shows a line of storms comes in and then it weakens way over Lake Michigan and just turns into some scattered light showers. So this model is not picking up great on it yet, but I think that that's going to be more filled in tomorrow and more better looking tomorrow. We'll have better data tomorrow to go off of. Either way, tomorrow's going to have the ingredients to be severe, so we'll be watching tomorrow very closely. If we look at instability, surface-based instability, tomorrow we've got plenty. Well, plenty. So far, it's showing the best instability up here, but I do think that this will have better run tomorrow because if we look at the HRRR instability here, it's a lot more. It's about the same. We're looking at anywhere from 1200 to 20. So we're looking at enough instability tomorrow for severe weather. So we'll have the instability. Yeah, definitely have the instability. Especially as that storm moves in and takes all instability. Definitely enough ingredients to come in together tomorrow for supercells. Look here. Yeah, definitely shows some ingredients for some tornadoes there. Nothing major though. And we'll go ahead and look at the latest run that's coming. So yeah, it does look like it's changing. It does look like southern Michigan now like I said, is going to have the severe weather now. It has shifted south, according to this latest model run here. Interesting. Definitely interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and reload to make sure I was looking at that right. Sometimes this thing doesn't load right. Just don't sometimes. So, I had the showers and storms coming in the morning. And then we have that line that's coming. And hopefully I can get a couple more frames load here before I run out of video time. We'll sit here and watch, wait for that. But it's definitely already looking a little worse for tomorrow. Especially if we look at stability. It's definitely gonna have better chance to figure that out tomorrow. There's a lot of moisture in the state period, but it looks like the better moisture access is gonna be to our north. But yeah. So there's our line of storm starting to cross over the lake here. Still looks like the more significant threat for severe weather in the US tomorrow is going to be here. Where I think an upgrade to enhance could possibly be. But again, tomorrow will definitely be the tell on what exactly we're going to be seeing. Okay, we got another one. Does look like it's holding together more now. Maybe. Literally doing this model run. Each slider tick here. Waiting for another one to pop up. Should have did this live. So would have been better than making a really long recording that's gonna have to be uploaded fast tonight. Fun. Fun stuff. Hopefully I don't run out of recording time. Definitely will be getting a new NAM 3-kilometer model tonight too, before I'll be looking at that before I go to sleep tonight. And then tomorrow morning I'll wake up early and assess the conditions with real-time data. I may have people ask this, but people will probably ask, do you think tomorrow will go big? Just like I said, it depends on if everything comes together tomorrow. And if it comes together, great. And we have the moisture return. We have the wind, shear, the spin, all that kind of stuff, which I think is a good possibility. The model's been showing it now for several runs of us having a pretty unstable environment. But I do think, most of the state has a decent chance of at least seeing maybe an isolated severe storm tomorrow. Just depends on, again, if the conditions come together for that. If they don't, it's not gonna be that big of a deal. At least we dodged a bullet. We've had a lot of severe weather in my area already this year here in Portage, so we definitely don't need anymore. Okay, so yeah, it's a line of storms that comes through. This is definitely looking a little better organized than the last run, but still looks to be weakening as it moves over to the east side of the state. But it is looking like the latest data. I'm still gonna say circle here. No, what are you doing? This is really sensitive. I gotta get out. Come on. But it is looking like this is where I definitely say severe weather definitely on the increase for this side of the state tomorrow. So we'll definitely be keeping an eye out on things and seeing how much they uptrend tonight into tomorrow. See how much agreement we get. We get good agreement. If we get good agreement tomorrow. Why is it not erasing? It's like really slow at doing its job. But yeah, this line of storms will be coming through, as you can see, comes in and goes through and weakens as it moves off to the east. Rain with this, not looking, it's looking like up here's gonna get selective rain, but down here, not looking too heavy, but that could change tomorrow too. As I think we do have at least a marginal risk for excessive rainfall. We did have a slight risk this morning, but that has changed because rainfall has definitely gone down. Stability, look. It says it's not showing as much instability, like surface space instability. It's definitely gonna be a wild one to watch. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna leave the video here for tonight. I will be doing a post and a map of where I think that the best severe weather setup is going to be for tomorrow. And there'll be an update video maybe tomorrow morning, and then live coverage if needed. Stay tuned guys, enjoy your day, and stay weather aware tomorrow. Bye bye.